I'm going to add half a cup of almonds. And these are 2 cups of warm water. This is half a cup of organic carrots. And as you can see, I make my own curry powder. This is 1 teaspoon of curry powder. I make my own curry powder because it's salt-free. It's very important to have salt-free things so we can actually continuously cleanse. So I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to mix this up for about 60 seconds. I want to mix this up for 60 seconds because it needs to be very, very fine. No more pieces of almonds or carrot in there. This part is a bit more difficult because we're adding the psyllium husk, and depending on how warm your water is, if your water is very warm, the psyllium husk will bind everything very quickly. But if your water is cold, it will take a long time. So just get the water warm, but not hot. And then I will show you how long it takes to blend it up. So I'm going to add this psyllium husk now. And I've prepared my dehydrated trays already. So now I'm going to start blending. So this was 12 seconds. So now this mixture is a bit like pancake mixture. It's almost a bit too thick, so you could make it more runny. And what I'm going to do with this now, I'll show you. I'll add the second, and I'm just going to press it down to create round the more you press, the thinner it gets, of course. So, and then very carefully, as you can see, the psyllium husk binds it very nicely, so it's easy to take off the second sheet. So I'm going to add some taste to this now. I've forgotten to wash, so you wipe it before you do the second one, and I forgot that. And see how it kind of sticks a little bit more and makes a bit of a mess. So I'll deal with this later, and I'll show you what I did here. So I fill up the holes a bit because this is a very thin one, so I'll fill up the holes. I filled up the hole here with some dough, and if it goes together like this, I just use a butter knife to separate them. So I'll show you what I do when it happens, when you forget. I'll just take the rest of the dough from here with a butter knife. It's not a big deal, and you can just add it and make little round pancakes. So this is kind of a basic dough, and I'm gonna make a few things with this for you to show you what kind of delicious things we can make with this. And let's see, I'm gonna just make a round kind of a pancake. Well, I'm gonna make 2 out of these. can see you can work with that easily. There's several ways to do it. If it's a bit more fluid, it's easier because you just pour it on. But because I was filming, I wasn't paying too much attention and it got a bit thicker. But that was good because I could show you what happens when it goes thick like this, like a, you know, like it's not fluid anymore, but it goes really thick. Then you need to just work a little bit more with it instead of just pouring it on. But it doesn't matter. You can work with it at any stage. I really enjoy my extra virgin olive oil and my garlic. So I'm going to add, I made this with 1 tablespoon of paprika powder. It's sweet paprika powder, and 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to just drizzle a little bit of this on here. So it doesn't need to be much. It gives it a bit of an interesting color. And you can also use that in the end to decorate. You can use that kind of sauce to at the end decorate the finished product. And here I have some chopped garlic. You know, this has, some of them have turned a bit big, garlic pieces, and you just press them into the wrap. So I'm going to do this with some of them and leave the other ones without this kind of decoration and taste. It has been an hour, a little bit more than an hour, and as you can see the top is pretty firm, and I'm just gonna, and that's why I pressed in these things before, because we're going to turn this around. So we're going to turn it around and then peel them off gently. You have to be careful. You could leave it a bit longer, then it would be easier to peel off. But if you peel it off earlier, then it won't take so long to dehydrate, of course. As you can see, very gently, almost by itself it comes off. This one too. And then we're going to dehydrate this side. I'm going to make the filling for the pierogi, and this is I have soaked these overnight, these walnuts, and then dehydrated them until crunchy, and they're much nicer when dehydrated, when soaked and dehydrated, than just right out of the packet. So I'm going to use 1 cup, and this is my put them in a NutriBullet jug. I'm going to use a bit of onion, like a quarter of an onion, 2 of these, and 2 tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, half a cup of carrot, a little bit of garlic. This is the fluids, apple cider vinegar, a quarter, 1 cup of water, and also some spring onion, or you call them green onion in America. So I'm now gonna blend this. So I'm going to start blending it. was about 30 seconds. I'm going to add some filling. So there's a method of using a little bit of a gadget to close the pierogi, but I'm just going to leave it like this. This is very simple, so everybody can do that, and then you don't need a gadget